Oh no, the ink of the pen is over. I want a new pen. Yes, I got it. Now I will complete my homework.
Hello my dear friends, welcome to my new video. In this today's video, I Pranam, your master teacher of Little Dear Sir channel, is here with you a very new and interesting topic of class 8 geography. That's the first chapter, resources. In this today's video, we are going to learn about the chapter 1 of our geography lesson, that's resources. What are the resources, types of resources and everything we will learn about this resources chapter. But before the starting, like, share and subscribe our channel Little Dear Sir, because we provide the most valuable content on YouTube with free, no cost we take, and every topic of class 8, 7, 6, everything you will get on your Little Dear Sir channel. So do subscribe our channel, and you can see a bell icon, so also press it so you get the notifications that we post a new video on every topic. So let's start off this today's video, that's the resources. First, we will learn what is meaning of resources. Introduction. We are able to use different items such as utensils. Now, in our everyday life, we use the different items. First is utensils. Now, for heating the food, we use utensils. For electricity. Now, the bulbs, the mobile, everything is running on the electricity. Clothes. The clothes we wear, it is also a thing that we use in our daily life. Furniture also you use in daily life. Sofas, dining tables, chairs, etc. Since they have different usability. Now everything has a different usability, as I told, for utensil, electricity, clothes, furniture, etc. There are infinite things that we can use in our daily life and they have a usability. This is very important, usability, okay. When any object or thing takes the form of a usable resource, now anything that has a usability, first, what should it have? It should have usability. First is the usability. Second, it should be a usable. The same thing means it should be used in our daily life. It becomes usability or utility. What it is known? It is known as the usability or utility of the resource. Okay, it is also known as the utility of the resource. When an object represents its value, now when an object has a value, its economic value, its value for our life. So, wait a minute. We will clear this and I will explain you properly. First, a resource should have utility, that we learned. Second, it should have value. What it should have? It should have value. Now, value its own sense means it should have economic value. Suppose we have this pen. Yes, it has a utility of writing here. It has a value, something around 4 to 5,000 rupees it is. So it also has a value. It is called as a resource. Okay, it has a utility. It satisfies my need, and it also has a value. So it is a resource. Resource and value. The meaning of value is worth. The meaning of word value is worth. The importance of resource lies on its economic value. Suppose one thing is there, it is of 100 rupees. Another thing is there, it is of 700 rupees. Which thing would you care the most? Of course, the thing whose value is 700 rupees, you would care it most because it has a good economic value than this one. You would also care for this, but you would care this more than it. Okay, so it is known as the economic value of it. For example, metals have higher economic value than that of landscapes. Both of these examples of resource are capable of satisfying needs of human beings. Now, the metals, suppose you have gold, and another thing you have a land. Okay, so the gold is higher, means has a more economic value and as compared to a small land. Suppose you have this much gold, it is as equal to a good amount of land. It is known as its economic value. The economic value of some resources changes with time. Now the economic value is not stable, it can change time by time. So it is known as the changing in the economic value of a resource. For example, the herbs that our grandmother suggested for certain illness may have no commercial value in today's time. Now our grandmothers, grandfathers would suggest us a herb. Suppose we have cough, they would suggest tulsi or neem to eat. It would relax us. But today it doesn't have too much economic value. However, if you get these remedies and herbs patented and sell it with the medical help of a medical firm, the economic value of those remedies and herbs would increase directly. Let's take an example. You have cough, your grandmother gave you a remedy that takes some tulsi leaves, crush them, make a small juice of it and drink. First is your remedy. Now if you sell it, if you sell this in market, you would not get too much value. What is this? It would taste bad. It would have some different side effects. But when you see another thing, suppose it is in a bottle, very good shining and a good brand name, you would say, yeah, it is very good, I will have it. It can relieve my cough. It has much economic value. It is for free, it is free. But it has 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. You would prefer this because it has the economical value, and the economic value of resource changes with time. This was first it was free, now it is for 2,000 rupees. The resource value changes. Factors responsible for changing substances into resource. Now any substance is there, how it can be a resource for us? What are the major factors that makes it a resource? First is the time and second is the technology. One by one we will learn about it. There are two factors that are responsible for changing substances into resource. These are time and technology. Both are important for completing the needs of the people. Even we people are an important resource. Now people are one kind of also important resource. How they are? We will learn about the human resource. The creation of new resources have taken place only because of ideas, discoveries, knowledge and inventions carried by people of different niches. Now everything is a resource, but how do we understand it? How do we know it is a resource? How the people made it a resource? It is because of the people, it is because of the technology, it is because of the knowledge, it is because of the skill of the people. So the ideas, the discoveries and the knowledge the people have, the people makes a substance into a resource. It is the technology or it is the mind of the people. Every discovery and invention has led to several newer ones as well. Now every discovery makes a new discovery. Okay, if you discover anything, more modifications can be done it. Now Thomas Alva Edison invented a bulb. He invented a different kind of bulb. Today we are using a different kind of bulb. Modification has taken place due to the people's mind and the invention and discovery done by the people. Invention means to find a new thing. Discovery means the thing is already there, but you do some modifications and bring it to the people. Once fire was discovered, it led to people learning to cook as well. Now the discovery is fire. What has been made? The cooking. Fire was discovered, the cooking was invented there. How can you cook with the help of the fire? Similarly, as the wheel was discovered, here you can see the wheel. Different modes of transport are discovered. By the using of wheel, the cars were discovered, bicycles, then motorcycles and etc. we can see here. The trains, bullock carts, wheel carts, everything the human has made and given to the humans only, and it is possible due to the knowledge of the persons. So boost your knowledge. Knowledge is a thing that no one can steal from us. So knowledge is very important in the person's life. It can change life of another people's. Okay. As the creation of hydroelectricity with the help of technology was introduced. Hydroelectricity means the electricity made through the water. Water is used to make the electricity. No harm of water is done there, but the electricity is made. The fast flowing water has been identified as an important resource. Now the fast flowing of water is there, but the people put their knowledge into it and convert it into a resource by which we can get the electricity. Types of resource. Now we learned about the resource. Anything that satisfies our need, has usability and value is known as resource. Very simple idea. Now we will learn the types of resources. What types of resources are all around us? First we have the natural resource. In this natural resource we have two types of resource. Resources has three types. First natural resource, second human made resource, third human resources. One by one we will learn about the natural, human made and human resources. First we have the natural resources. What is the meaning of natural resources? Nature. When the word nature comes to your mind, you would see the greenery, plants, trees, animals, zoo, forest, and etc. It is the environment, our surroundings, and the nature. Those resources which you can easily drawn from nature and can use them directly without any further modifications are known as natural resource. It is a very important definition, you should note it. The resource, as I told you, what is the resource? Resource is anything that satisfies our need, and the resource which we take directly from our nature without any modification is known as natural resource. Very simple thing it is. Now let's see for an example. The water found in the lake and rivers, the air around us, which we use for the breathing, minerals of different types, soils, all these are examples of natural resources that are present around us. Now water. Can we do any kind of change in water? The water which we get from lakes. Yes, we purify it, but we cannot change it. Okay, the molecular structure, that is H2O, cannot be changed, so it is a natural resource. Next we have the air. Air is also a very important natural resource which we directly take for the breathing. No modification can be done in it. Minerals of different types, iron, zinc, calcium, potassium, etc., etc., etc. These all are so natural resource because no modification can be done in it, and we are not doing any kind of modification and not applying too much power and effort on to this. Soil. Soil is also a natural resource. No modification can be done into the soil. Okay. Next, we all use such resources directly. These are also free gifts from nature. Now free we get is, any one of you pay money for all these stupid So these all are the free gifts from nature we get from it. Nobody pays for it, and we are thankful to the nature. Examples of natural resources. Water found in the lake is an example of natural resource. Air around us, which is used for breathing, is a natural resource. Minerals of different types are natural resource. Soil is also a natural resource. Now natural resources has two types. Yes, two types. That are renewable resource and non-renewable resource. What is this? Let's see. Examples are wind and solar energy, and coal and natural gas. First, renewable. Again. Renewable. New or made. In the word you can itself understand that the resources which can be made repeatedly are known as the renewable natural resources. Those resources which are capable of getting replenished or renewed quickly are known as renewable resources. Now the resource, they are in unlimited quantity. The way you use, they are getting longer and bigger and bigger and bigger. So these are the renewable natural resources. Wind and solar energy. Now the people, how much they want, they can take the wind. It is not going to be finished. The solar energy, the sunlight coming from the sun, it is not going to be finished. Are the examples of such resources. Few of such resources are present in unlimited amounts, and our human activity can no serve impact on these such resources. Now, no human activity. Now, any human activity is happening, they have no effect is happening on these renewable resources. You cannot damage these two things or all the renewable resources. If you can continue to use renewable resources such as soil, water or forest in careless manner, their stock would be affected in a severe manner. Now the things such as the soil. Now soil is there, but a layer of soil is there. Okay. Now if you dig into the soil, a small portion will be get affected. A small portion, and it will also not get affected, but it will go deep inside, and the efforts taken by the nature to make the layer of the soil. 1 centimeter of the soil making layer needs 100 years. 1000 years. 1 centimeter, it's just like this much. This much soil to make it needs thousands of years. And why to do that? Why to do? Yes. Forest or water, if you use it in a careless manner, it will be also get affected. Although water is considered as a resource which is available in unlimited amounts, however, since they are drying up in higher amounts and shortage of water has resulted in many regions across the world facing several water related issues. Now Africa has too much water issues, like scarcity of water is there, so you should use the water very sincerely, carefully. Yes, that much. Some of the examples we will see here. petroleum which is inside the means our earth, and it is made up of the aquatic animal, means the dead remains, fossils of the aquatic animals. Next we have coal, which is made from the remains of the plants, and natural gases. These are all the non-renewable resource. They are in limited stock. If you use them carelessly, they can be finished. Non-renewable cannot be made again. Means lifespan, it is more than lifespan of the people. People live about 70, 80, 100 years, 120 years. What then? More, nothing. So it is of thousands years, more than the lifespan of the people. So we considered it as a non-renewable resource which cannot be made again. How these two natural resources are distributed depends on several physical factors such as altitude, terrain and climate. Now, how do you know that here it is a here it is a renewable resource, here it is a non-renewable resource? How do you know? First is the altitude, means the height on which the surface is there. Second, we have terrain. Terrain means the type of land available there. Third, we have climate. The type of temperature, the type of rainfall, the type of heat, the type of wind you means see there is known as its climate. So these are the three factors which affect the availability of the resource. These natural resources have unequal distribution because of our earth consists of physical features of different types. There are the different type of physical features. Some you have plain, some you have desert, some you have iceland, some you have island, somewhere we have plateaus, somewhere we have hills, somewhere we have mountains, somewhere we have plains, somewhere we have much many things, but it affects the availability of the resource. Next we have the non-renewable resources. Those resources whose stock is available in limited amounts. Now these can be affected in the large manner. If you use carelessly, they can be affected too much. Now, and they are in limited stock. These are known as the non-renewable resources. If these are resources exhausted, it will take thousands of years to get replenished or renewed again. Now the solar energy, it is a renewable resource, but the non-renewable resources are the resources which take too much time to get replenished. It is not a thing that they will not get replenished. They will get replenished, but it takes too much time. Are the resources which we get from the nature, and we do not do too much modification. We learned about the two types, renewable and non-renewable. Renewable, which can be made, non-renewable, which cannot be made again. Sometimes different natural resources take to form a resource only when their original form is changed by humans. Now these resources also we get from the nature, but with modification we use them. Now earlier people didn't consider iron ore as a resource until they learned the method of extracting iron from this iron ore. Now while mining you don't get the piece of iron that yes I am rich. No, you get an iron ore, means the iron in between this is in between this rock. So you need to extract this and then you get the iron bar. Okay. So it is known as the extracting process. Now the people first they found it, but they would think it as a stone and they would throw. If I would be there, I would take it and put it in my bag. But let it be. But they would just throw it. But when the people know the method of extracting the iron and it is very expensive, so the people done it and it is a type of human-made resource. Natural resources are useful in constructing various things such as vehicles, roads, bridges, buildings and machinery, which are considered human-made resource. Now for vehicles, we need iron. It is a natural resource but made with the modification, so it is a human-made resource. Now roads, you need bitumen, you need cement, although it is made from petroleum. It is natural resource, it is non-renewable natural resource, but from modification it is made, so it is a human-made resource. Bridges, buildings and etc. what you need, it is a natural resource but done modifications on it. Technology is another important example of human-made resources. Now technology, 5G internet, 4G internet, 6G internet, 10G internet, it is a technology which is made by humans. Examples of human-made resources are road, car, bridges, buildings. Human resources. Now we learned about natural resource, we learned about human resource. We learned about natural resource, we learned about human-made resource. What is human resource? I am a resource. You are a resource? You are a resource? Yes, you are also a resource. As people gain skills, knowledge and technical advancements, very important words, just highlight them, just note it. The skills, knowledge and technical advancement means the skill of the people, the skill of doing anything. The skill of extracting the iron from the iron ore, it is a skill. And knowledge, how to extract, it is a due to knowledge. And not like this, we need machines for it. It is a technical advancement. So these all are the human resources. Human resources means the sharpening of the brain through and giving it skills, knowledge and technical advancements is known as the human resource. Good use of natural resource, so more than human resource could be created. Now the doing good use of the natural resource is nothing but the human resource. How to do good means converting natural resource into human made resource needs human resource. Let me explain. Just I'll explain you. This is the natural resource. Okay. It is whatever. Yes. It is a natural resource, and to convert it into human made resource, you need human resource. How? Natural resource. You get anything from the nature. You get flower from a nature. Suppose we will take example of a flower. Sorry, my drawing is not too good, but you will take a flower. You have to convert it into a dye. You have to convert it into a dye. How would you convert? You don't know anything. What is flower? What is dye? But due to the human resources, due to the skill, due to the knowledge, due to the technical advancement, we can put it into a machine. Now humans know what to do. First, we should clean the flower. We should take out the petal. We should keep it into a machine. We should add some water. We should do some chemical processes. We should convert it, go into the factory. It should put into the machineries. How machineries are made due to the human's brain, and then it is converted into a dye, which is used also by humans. Okay. So this chain is interlinked. Where were we? We were on human resource. So this is the reason why human resources are also considered as a significant resource, most important resource. With the help of education and wealth, people are transferred into valuable resources. Now the education is the most important. Why do you go to school? To get education, to become a human resource is very important. And health is also very important to maintain our health, because without health nothing is possible. Okay, this is the human resource. The improvement of different skills in order to create more resources is known as human resource development. Simple, if you don't know about this also, human resource development, easy by the word you can itself you can understand. The development of human resource is known as the human resource development. Conserving resource. Now conserving means to save the resource. Using natural resources carefully and giving them time so they get replenished or renewed is called resource conservation. Now you are using natural resources, I am using this, I am using this, I am using this. You should do it carefully, how much you need. That much only the natural resource you can use, because they are in unlimited quantity. If they are also in they are in limited quantity. If they are also in unlimited quantity, you should use them carefully. Conserving the resources for the future uses and balancing their need at the same time is known as the sustainable development. Now you take a bowl of popcorn. Okay, you give them to 4 students. This one eats, this one eats, this one eats, and this one eats. Until coming to this boy, the popcorn is 0. The popcorn is 0. Why? These all have, the 3 people have used it so carelessly, eating everything. It will get nothing, he will die. So it is same with the resource. We should use the resource carefully so our future generations will get them and have a adequate amount of it. Resources can be conserved in different ways. A person can contribute by reducing, recycling and reusing the good. Now if you take Coca-Cola, if you take a refreshment can, or you can say soft drink, and the tin is there, if you give it to recycling, what happens? By throwing, it is good to give recycling. The carbon emission will be reduced. So reduce, recycle and reuse is also very important. The future of our Mother Earth and its habits depend on our ability to maintain it. It is the duty of every person to ensure that renewable resources are used in a sustainable manner. Diversity of life on the earth is conserved and damage to the natural resource system is minimal. So these 3 things which you seen here are very important as a human citizen. the motive of learning this chapter is the same. It is given in only one slide, that why should we learn this chapter. In 8th standard you should learn all about these things. Here are some easy ways of conserving resources. Make shopping bag with old newspaper, discard clothes, so don't use the plastic ones. Make basket with bamboo sticks. Switch off electricity when not in use. Prevent wastage of water by checking leakages and closing tap when not in use. Reuse the water for washing and watering plants. Here are some principles of sustainable development and respect and care all forms of life. Now what should we do for the sustainable development so our future generation will get all these resources? Improve the quality of human life. Conserve the earth's vitality and diversity. Minimize the depletion of natural resources. Change personal attitude and practice towards the environment. Enable communities to take for their care for their own environment. This environment is ours, so we should care for this environment. We should change our personal attitude that it is not my work, why should I do? It is our work. It is our duty to maintain our environment. Now I hope you liked this video. Sadly, but we came to an end of this chapter. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. I think you got the every chapter, every point, because this sometime video can save our earth for 1,000 years. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe our channel Little Dear Sir, because we provide the valuable content as you've seen in the video.